My name is Richard Reeder. I'm Vice President for Research at Stony Brook University, and Thank you, Jim. I'm delighted to be able to welcome everybody here today to the Quantum Immersion Workshop. It really is a remarkable event here. The number of people that has registered, in excess of 200, has exceeded our expectations by a very long way. So I think this is a tremendous opportunity for us to talk together, learn what others are doing, and to chart the future, which we're going to be following along. So let me just say a few words. If you think about quantum information science, it's an idea that has really raced to the forefront in national importance. Now, those in the field know it's not new, but there is an opportunity here. There's an opportunity now to shape those policymakers that give us discretionary funding so that we can go after major new initiatives here. And that's one of the things that I believe we would all like to be able to do, is to move to that next level of research. Now, in anticipation of this and recognizing that Congress passed and the President signed the National Quantum Information Act, promising in excess of $1 billion from a number of funding agencies, SUNY, with other collaborators, including the Air Force Research Lab, in November, held a workshop on quantum science and engineering. And this was a great event because it allowed Stony Brook and Brookhaven researchers to come together. And I want to describe that just a little bit. So in that event, which was held up at the Griffith Institute near Rome, New York, we had 14 Stony Brook and Brookhaven researchers go up. For whatever reason, they decided to go up on a bus together, so they had 7 hours up and 7 hours back. And of course, they weren't sitting there quietly looking at their devices. They were talking, which was what was really momentous. And I think it's fair to say that during those trips up and back, something really gelled. There was the realization that much of the strength in quantum and the related fields was here at Stony Brook and at Brookhaven. And so I think that is what led to the workshop that we have today. It was realized that the next step was to come together, share among a much broader group what the strengths are that we have, and as I said, chart the path going forward, realizing that there are going to be a lot of opportunities to get funding, to create centers, and to become part of quantum information science as we go forward. So to help us in the workshop today, we have two very distinguished visitors, Barry Sanders from University of Calgary. Thank you for joining us, and Seth Lloyd. And Seth Lloyd from MIT. Where are you, Seth? Thank you for joining us. Yeah. And we have a number of other great speakers, and you'll see that the way the agenda is organized, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for everybody to participate in this. So I'm really excited about this workshop today. And I want to also thank the organizers. This was an enormous event. Planning started for this event immediately after the November workshop up at the Griffith Institute. And I want to particularly point out Nina Mong, Associate Vice President for Research, for taking the lead in this. Thank you, Nina. But she had a lot of help from the Office of Proposal Development, a number of participants from Stony Brook's Department of Physics and Astronomy, the Institute for Advanced Computational Science, the College of Engineering and Applied Science, and of course, a number of people from Brookhaven National Lab. So I want to thank all of you for pulling this together. Next, I'd like to introduce Dr. Jim Misewich from Brookhaven Lab. He's going to provide, I think, a broader context for what we're here for today. Jim is the Associate Lab Director for Energy and Photon Sciences at Brookhaven. Jim.
Thank you very much, Rick. Well, thank you very much, Rich, and good morning and welcome to everybody.
First of all, I'd like to say my hats off to my colleagues at Brookhaven, Kirsten Cleese Van Dam and Frank Alexander. They were in many ways the seeds of the quantum effort at Brookhaven, and this is a very exciting time right now. One of the things that we've learned in looking into matters over the last year or so is that there are a lot of materials challenges. My friends in the Computational Science Initiative have been focusing on communications and computation and algorithms. In my organization at Brookhaven, Energy and Photon Sciences, we've been thinking a lot about some of the materials challenges. And in discussions with colleagues at other institutions and other universities and IBM, we've learned that there really is an opportunity to bring the Brookhaven capabilities in photon science and nanoscience and material science to bear to help with some of, at the fundamental level, to start to make contributions towards some of the challenges. That's really going to be part of the focus of the last session today, but there's a need for us to all communicate and work toward a common vision. This is a very exciting time right now for quantum information science, and I think there's an opportunity for us to start to have discussions, start to work toward what an integrated vision might look like. There are going to be funding opportunities. We're all quite confident of that. Now it's our opportunity today to start having the discussions that will help us craft a vision for the future, and that's what you're going to be doing today. So thank you. I think it's going to be a very exciting day, and hope you enjoy the workshop.